Good morning, ma'am.
Audible?
Yes, Sanket.
रोहन अभिषेक सर जॉईन नाही करत का?
नाही, अभिषेक सर नाही आहेत.
दोघं पण नाही आहेत. करा चालू तुम्ही.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I am Sanket Kujalwar, member of Pune Vikasa, welcomes you to today's webinar. Technological advances are changing the world in the ways that could not have been imagined. As the world is increasingly interconnected, everyone shares the responsibility of security cyberspace. Unfortunately, it is also extremely dangerous if you aren't aware of who and what lurks behind the scene. To know more about it, today we have with us Dr. Deepti Lele to speak on cyber safety for professionals. First of all, I would like to welcome Mr. Rohan Kasat, Joint Secretary of Pune Vikasa. Now I would like to request Mr. Rohan for the opening remarks. Over to you.
Thank you, Sanket. Data is the new oil. For every lock, there is someone out there to try to pick it or break it. Even a single vulnerability in your system is just needed for an attacker or for a hacker. And thus, data becomes such an important thing. Data is your business. If your data have been lost, then your business have been ruined. And for the absolute search of security, we should improve our cyber security systems. We should improve each and every system which have been inbuilt in our offices particularly, and also our personal information which should not be given to someone external people. And for this, today we have with us Dr. Deepti Lele ma'am, and the ma'am will guide us how we can secure our data, how we can be more secured about our systems, how they can't be vulnerable to others. I'm very happy to have various members and students to listen to the ma'am. We are very fortunate here at Pune Vikas and Pune ICI for having you, ma'am. Over to you, Sanket.
Thank you so much, Rohan. Before starting with the session, I would like to request Rohan to introduce our speaker. Over to you, Rohan.
Yes. Thank you once again, Sanket. Speaking about Deepti ma'am in very short, because Deepti ma'am have tremendous number of achievements, and she have worked with, especially I will just speak in the profile. Deepti ma'am is a cyber law trainer. She's a law graduate from Indian Law School. She's a MBA from Pune University. She's a doctorate. She have completed her PhD in a very niche field, which is human resource management, and especially in quality of work life of police employees, especially with reference to Pune City Police. She have published her research papers at state level and national level. She's a trainer and consultant in law and HR. She's an active member of District Legal Services Authority. She has a very good experience of conducting, and her prime objective is also this, to spread awareness about cyber security through workshops. And like this only, today we have with the Deepti ma'am to spread awareness to all the CA professionals and aspiring CA students. She have conducted such workshops in at various corporates, also in various prestigious universities like MIT, Sihagar Institutes, Pune University, Indian Law School, and various others. Also, she have conducted such workshops with Rotary Club, Pune Police, and various other NGOs too. And with this, I will cut short the profile, ma'am, because I think today ma'am will speak more, and we should listen about the cyber security. Over to you, Sanket.
Okay, thank you so much, Rohan, for the introduction. Now I request to Deepti Lele ma'am to start with the session.
Thank you, Sanket. Thank you, Rohan. Thanks to cut short my profile. It's not huge. Okay, so let's start. Let's begin with the session. I'm not wasting any time. So I'm basically I'm a law expert. So I'm not a security expert. Fine. So I will try to give my inputs for the students as well as CA professionals. So today's topic is, we have decided, cyber safety for professional. One professional or professionals, right? So let's start. You have already introduced me wonderfully. So we are going to begin with cyber safety. Yeah. So today's topic is cyber safety for professionals. First, try to understand what is cyber safety, right? So anyone, obviously, though you are CA or though the students are doing CA, so everyone of us is human being. Now, why we are using all these things? See, you remember that before COVID-19, so we used to use internet for not more than 2 hours or 3 hours. But nowadays, every one of us, we are using internet more than 8 to 9 hours, right? Maybe you are checking WhatsApp, maybe you are attending the classes, maybe you are attending the different webinars, maybe you are doing online shopping, maybe you are shooting some session, anything, maybe Twitter, Instagram, so you are talking to anyone. So almost every hour, like every time, we are on connected to internet, right? So why we are using internet? So as CA professionals or the students, maybe you are browsing n number of websites, right? So maybe if it is for research purpose, maybe it is for completion your assignment, maybe you are searching for new things, maybe online shopping, anything, we are browsing different websites. Nowadays, I don't think that any of us is using small old phone. So everyone of us, we are using smartphones, we are using laptop, we are using desktop, we are using iPad for n number of things for connecting internet, right? We are using webcam also, which is very very important. So cyber safety means to use all these e-devices safely and responsibly is called cyber safety. Now, which is very very important. Now you remember that before COVID-19, what was the situation, and after COVID-19, what is the situation? I am very sure that your Pune chapter has conducted lots of sessions or lots of webinars online during this lockdown period, right? I hope yeah, you have attended all the sessions, right? Now, next is why we need to become responsible netizen. Now, when I'm talking about cyber safety for professionals, every professional is a netizen. So, who is called netizen? Anyone who is connected to internet is called netizen, right? So, when we are using something, we have to be very careful when we are using that, right? So everyone of us should have responsible netizen. So first, why we need to become responsible netizen, try to understand that. First, to protect yourself and your family. See, we are earning money, we are doing lots of things, but why we are doing? For getting money, and we are getting money for family. So family always comes first, right? In this lockdown period, you got to know the importance of the family, I hope. And what is happening if you will do a single mistake, not only you, but your family members are going to suffer. So first, you need to protect yourself and your family from these cyber crimes and vulnerabilities, which is very very important. And see, हमारे घर में बच्चे भी है. I'm not talking about the students but the professionals. So if the students or the kids are using your identity, or maybe they are operating through your WhatsApp, or for school purpose they are using your email address, and if they will do any single mistake, so you are going to like, obviously, because you are the owner, so police is going to ask you about it, and obviously it will be affecting on your whole family. So this is very important. Second, to protect your digital identity and security. Now, digital identity, which is very very important now. from last 6 months we are giving, and like we are attending so many webinars. Then online teaching has already started. Then every work we are doing online. Maybe audit, you are doing audit, it is online, right? So in this period we have already shared and lots of data, maybe notes we have shared our personal credentials, we have shared you have shared your sensitive personal data. Maybe it is possible, so we need to protect it, right? Now if you will ask me, henceforth we will have our two different identities. So if I will ask you, yeah, can you introduce yourself? So you will introduce, I am Mr. Or Miss this, then I'm working as a CA professional, uh, like these are my customers, I stay over here, right? So this is your identity, but at the same time you will be having your another identity in digital world. So you have to come up with, this is my email address, I am on Insta, I am on LinkedIn, I am on WhatsApp. So this is your digital identity, which is very very important, and we need to protect that identity. Yes, real world mein hum obviously we are protecting ourselves from all, agar koi chor aata hai ghar pe, so we are protecting ourselves, our family, our office, our data, right? In real life, just like that you have to protect your data, your money, your financials, in uh, obviously your image also. Yeah, you should you have some image in the society, so you have to protect that image. You have to protect your financial data, right, in digital form. Then protect your company, friends, which is very very important. Yeah, wherever you are working, maybe you are having your own practice, you need to protect your company data and your friends from these cyber crimes and vulnerabilities. Now why we need to become responsible professional? If you will not become responsible professional, you will lose your financial damages. Obviously there will be financial damages, reputational damages, and legal damages, which is very very important. Now if I will just give you one example, financial damage. Yeah, so financial information will get damaged, then money will get, the predator can steal your money, maybe loss of business, loss of your contracts, loss of your customers will be possible, right? If if the predator will steal your credentials, financial credentials, then this loss is quite possible. So ransomware attacks are increasing on a very large basis. For financial damage, hacking is increasing on a very large basis. Second is reputational damage. Now I will tell you, uh, actually for these cyber criminals, first attraction is always money, right? So they are stealing everything. So first attraction is money, and second attraction is characterization. Yeah, so your reputation is related to that characterization. If I am spreading a rumor or maybe making false statement on social media about you, obviously it will get damage on your reputation. So we need to safeguard this. And third is legal damages, which is also very very important. You may lose your business, you may lose your customers. Yeah, your profit may get decreased, which is very very important for any business. So be careful. As a responsible netizen, again we are all of us are netizen. So when you are talking about, yes, I'm on internet, you have already logged in on internet, you are already a part and parcel of cyber world, you can say digital world, right? So you need to understand different types of cyber crimes, cyber hygiene. Cyber hygiene, personal hygiene. During this COVID-19 period, we have already learned lots of personal hygiene, right? Mask, then wash your hands, everything just like that. If you want to protect yourself from all these attacks or vulnerabilities, you have to learn and you have to make a habit of cyber hygiene, which is very very important. Next is cyber security posture. Why I'm talking about cyber security posture? Because you are running a business, right? I'm talking about the professionals. Students, obviously, you will be entering into business. Maybe you will get a good job with any company. So to protect your organization, to protect your business, cyber security posture is very very important. And next is rules and regulations of cyber world, again, which is very very important. Why we need to understand? See, when we are into real world, you are aware that signal, so red, yellow and green, you know the rules and regulations of government of India. Yeah, you are you understand different GRs. Just like that, when we are in digital world, when we are uh, browsing on internet, you need to understand what are the rules and regulations of this world. This is a different world. Try to understand this, right? I don't say you should be aware about each and everything, just like the lawyers, but you need to understand some common rules, which is for everyone, right? Now let's go ahead. Now, responsible professionals, you need to understand, you need to protect yourself from this uh, from WhatsApp. Then protect yourself from cyber attacks related to uh, your email. And then you need to protect yourself from the cyber vulnerabilities which are happening on social media. If you are going on any browsing any website, if you are playing online games and you are doing online shopping, so you need to keep yourself protected from all these vulnerabilities. Now, WhatsApp, I will tell you later on. So I'm going to cover all these things, right, which is very very important. Now, why we need to study this topic today? I will just show you one video. Just go through that video, right?
हेलो सर, मैं स्टेट बैंक से बोल रहा हूँ। आप संजय कुलकर्णी से बात कर रहे हैं? जी बोलिए। सर, आपने हाल ही में आपके सेविंग अकाउंट से कुछ बड़ा ट्रांजैक्शन किया है? अंशुल, तुमने कोई बड़ा ट्रांजैक्शन किया है?
मम्मी के टिकट्स।
मम्मी की जी जी किया है। क्यों? सर, आपका अकाउंट सर सिक्योरिटी रीजन से ब्लॉक किया गया है सर। अरे क्यों? सर, आपके सर केवाईसी डिटेल्स अपडेटेड नहीं है। तो आपका अकाउंट अनब्लॉक करने के लिए आपकी पर्सनल डिटेल्स चाहिए। हाँ, पूछिए। सर, आपका पूरा नाम? संजय वसंत कुलकर्णी। सर, डेट ऑफ बर्थ? 12/9/78। सर, आप एक बार अपना एटीएम कार्ड नंबर कंफर्म कर देंगे? एटीएम, चल मेरा वॉलेट का। एक मिनट नहीं, लेकिन हेलो, एक मिनट रुकिए। हाँ जी, 52 12/075। सर, आपका पिन नंबर होल्ड कीजिए। जी सर। मोबाइल में 15।
भाई साहब, किससे बात कर रहे हो आप और किसको पिन दे रहे हो?
Yeah. So maybe most of us, every one of us, have experienced these things, right? So you maybe you are CA, you are graduated in computer science. So everyone of us, we are human being, and you are see those IT professionals are also becoming victim in such type of cases, which is very very important. So you need to understand the basics of cyber security. We will just go ahead, complete that video.
बैंकर है।
अगर वो
मैं बस मैं एफबी ओपन करती हूँ। अब ये क्या आया? You won 60 lakh rupees to get send your name, bank details and address. ओके, ईमेल ओपन करके देखती हूँ। ओह, ये क्या हो रहा है? इसी का सारा डेटा कॉपी हो रहा है। ये कॉपी रुक क्यों नहीं रही है? क्या हुआ बेटा? मम्मी, मैं लैपटॉप में एफबी ओपन कर रही थी तो उसमें एक मेल आया। जब मैंने वो मेल ओपन किया तो लैपटॉप का सारा डेटा कॉपी होने लग गया।
Yeah. So I wanted to ask you, see, today I have got two different audience. One is professional and another students are also there. So there were two videos. So one was for professionals and one is for the kids, students. So it is happening with us also. So please be careful. We need to protect ourselves. Now we will start from the basics. So there are two pictures you are like you can see on the screen. So these two girls, they represent two different worlds. My left hand side girl, she represents cyber world, and my right hand side girl, she represents real world. I wanted to tell you what is the difference in between two pictures. Try to understand. There are, and now in these 7 to 8 months we are going into different worlds. We one is cyber world, digital world, virtual world, and second is real world. See, when we are in cyber world, we are called netizen. We are When we are in real world, we are called citizen of India, citizen. Next, when we are in cyber world, see, when we are talking with anyone in cyber world, the person may not be the same person. Yeah, maybe if I'm thinking that I'm talking with Mr. Rohan, okay, and like he is also answering, so the person to whom you are talking may not be the same person. Maybe the predator or the criminal has hacked the account of Mr. Rohan and he is talking on behalf of Rohan. It is happening in number of cases we have got, right? But in real life, see, normally we talk to each other face to face. So I am aware I'm talking to Mr. Rohan, right? Next difference in cyber world, see, you can hide your expressions. So I'm writing, oh my god, I'm so impressed to attend this lecture. I'm just typing everything with the help of emojis. But in my mind, oh my god, why I'm attending this lecture? So it may happen. I wanted to tell you that the opposite person may hide the expressions, but in the real world, when you are talking amne samne, the person cannot hide the expressions. See, because of this, cyber bullying has increased on a large basis. Cyber grooming has increased on a very large basis. So you have to remember this. Another important difference is that in cyber world, कोई problem आती है ना, तो हमें पता ही नहीं चलता and we become victim. First we become victim in that case and then we understand, oh, I have become a victim. Today also there are n number of people, they don't understand and maybe they are not agreed that I have become a victim in cyber cases, and they don't disclose this fact with anyone, right? बट इन रिअल वर्ल्ड आपको पता आहे, अगर कोई प्रॉब्लेम आती है, मराठीत जे म्हणतो ना, एखादं संकट येतं, त्याची चाहूल आपल्याला आधीच लागते, राईट? So we are making ourselves ready to fight against that problem. Yeah. So I, like, obviously, uh, I cannot say 100%, but at least 20 to 30% we are we are aware about that problem and we prepare ourselves to fight against that, right? But in cyber world, you will not get this chance again. Yeah, so which is very important. And why we are becoming a victim in these cyber cases? Because we are keeping some loopholes, we are not following hygiene, we are not taking care of ourselves and of our e-devices, so that we are becoming victim in these cases. Now let's go ahead. What is cybercrime? Now we need to understand what is cybercrime, which is very, very important. So any criminal activity carried out by means of computers or internet with the help of any e-devices is called cybercrime. So, so you are aware that IoT has already introduced, blockchain is already there. So IoT, Internet of Things. So anything, maybe your microwave is connected to internet, your washing machine can be connected to internet. So if anyone is carrying out the illegal thing with the help of that which is connected to internet, it comes under cybercrime. Now there are different types of cybercrimes. Okay, so it is divided under three parts. One is against person. Again, in person there are two types. One is against teenagers and second is against adults. So if the teenager is doing any misconduct or it is happening against the teenager, so there is a different act. Adults act law is not applicable for teenagers. So there is Juvenile Justice Act is there, POSCO is there, but for adults there is IT Act 2000 is there, IPC is there, then CRPC is there, Evidence Act is there. So these laws are applicable for adults. Again, cyber crimes in case of property, yeah, we are talking about IPR, intellectual property rights. So कॉपीराइट्स के इश्यूज होते हैं, पेटेंट के इश्यूज होते हैं. So infringement of copyright, infringement of patents, infringement of trademark also comes under cybercrime. Okay. Next is against country, or you may say against society. So cyber terrorism, one of the severe cybercrime. So the punishment is hang till death. So these are different types of cybercrime. We have divided the cybercrimes under three types. Now we will just watch one video, then we will understand. Now we are starting of cybercrimes. I will show you video. Just go through, then you will understand. Just 1 second. I'm just sharing with you. Case number. Okay. Yeah. Is it visible? Anyone just unmute and tell me. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 3. Martin was a schoolboy with a keen interest in drawing and computers. Every electronic item, includes mobile phones, fascinated him. One day, his friends told him about a mobile app where people could draw directly on their phones. Martin was excited and decided to try it out. He installed the app and started experimenting various designs. Soon his designs started getting a lot of appreciations from fellow artists. Inspired by all the praise, he designed his own website and started uploading designs on it. He also started posting his designs on social media platforms so that he could sell them. His designs got a great response and he started to make money out of them. Soon, his hobby changed into a small online business. He was happy and motivated. One day, Martin logged into his social media handle and was shocked to see that all his designs had been deleted and his total earnings were zero. There were a lot of hate comments too. He was shattered to see his online business going down the drain. He was clearly vandalized online. However, still keeping his hopes up, he changed all his passwords immediately and could save few of his precious designs. Still, it was too late. Most of his work and money were gone. Now, the questions are like this. Question number 1 is, what type. Yeah. So hope you understood this case, right? So this case is very important. Actually, I have mentioned one small boy, but this is applicable in your case also. So try to understand that this case is basically of cyber vandalism. So IPR case is there. So need try to understand what is cyber vandalism. Cyber vandalism is damage or destruction that takes place in digital form. So it may hurt your business. So it disturbs the victims. So whoever is become the victim's business or image, your reputation, due to editing the data into something aggressive. Now it is happening, and it has increased on a very large basis. Cyber vandalism is different from computer viruses that attach to the program or malware बोलते हैं ना हम उनको. So it is different from that, right? So cyber vandalism is a part of intellectual property infringement theft, and copyright infringement has been subject to theft, rhetoric, to the most frequently. That area of law provides richest statutory framework to which the draw comparisons. So obviously ये कौन करता है, तो मे बी competitor is there. There are n number of spying like criminals. So they make a target. Yeah. So इसीलिए they are disturbing your online life. Yeah. Maybe they like normally it happens if the competitor is there. So how can vandalism crime can be threatened? So what will happen if the vandalism attack will be there? Then it will affect your digital identity, your image. If you have a business, it loses your customers. Obviously, if the person is changing anything or deleting anything or sending any message which is not good for your business, for your reputation, then you may lose your customers. It ruins your overall business, your reputation. Extra expenses, obviously, अगर ये हो गया तो you need to go to cyber law expert, you need to go to police. Yeah. So extra expenses, time and labor are involved and reduces your profit also. So cyber vandalism, you have to be very careful, right? Then how you will avoid this problem in future if you will become a victim in cyber vandalism? Then how you will avoid this problem? First thing you need to understand about cyber vandals, what is their motive. Okay. Then start by employing strong and unique passwords on your all accounts. Every time if you like maybe you have attended a number of sessions on cyber crimes also. Every time experts tell you that uh, please you should have a strong and unique password for all of your different accounts. Yeah. You will see, try to understand what is strong and unique password. First thing, once you will make the unique password, you should not share it with anyone, you should not write it anywhere, you should not save it in your mobiles or in any of your e-devices. If so, then only it will be helpful. Okay. So मैंने सिर्फ strong and unique password बनाया, उससे कुछ नहीं होता. N number of cases we have seen where the person has already passed that strong and unique password through WhatsApp, maybe through messages, maybe through emails, or maybe he has already saved in the mobile and the mobile has lost. So a strong and unique password and keep it with you. I will just give you one idea. अगर आपको पता नहीं है तो strong और unique password कैसे बनाएंगे? So what you can do, maybe for every week you may have some objective. So keep that objective as your password. Okay. It should be a combination of caps lock and small letters and numerical, right? But you should not share your object with anyone. That is very very important. You will get a list of if you will go in on Google, you will get the list of weak passwords in 2020. Just go through, right? Next is make sure you implement two-factor authentication to prevent unauthorized users from accessing your social accounts. Again, which is very very important. Two-factor authentication is possible, available in WhatsApp as well as Facebook. So please use that. so that if anyone is logging from any other e-devices, you will get a notification, right? So pin hota hai aur captcha hota hai, another pin hota hai, that is two factor authentication. Then if you do fall victim in cyber vandals, then sign out of all devices immediately and change your password, delete the offending post, and reach out to your cyber security liability insurance provider, which is very, very important, right? Next is man in the middle attack. Now, man in the middle attack, again, it is increasing on a very large basis. A man in the middle attack is when a third party intercept the communication between the both parties. This third party gains the access to the communication, then listener listens into or monitors the activity and gaining the access to any information shared over that connection. It includes login credentials, personal informations, and more. I will just give you one example. There was a case, the owner was having a big manufacturing unit, and what happened, November 2018, I think. So he got his vendor was from US. So that uh, owner got a mail from the vendor that Sirji, this time can you pay in advance, because we want to celebrate our Christmas on a very large basis. So okay, I just wanted to tell you that if you have any question, we will sort it after the session. Okay, so he got the mail that you pay me advance money and this time you have to pay on this account. Yeah, so actually it is not simple that to pay on this account, because you need to inform your bank, then bank need to inform RBI, so there is a process also. But somewhat what happened, he paid to that account. And on the 1st of January, what happened, 1st of January, that vendor called him and he said, Happy New Year. Then he said, can you relieve my payment? He said, what payment? So he said, oh, that was remaining. So he said, no, I have already paid in the month of November end. So see, I have got this mail from you and you have sent me different financial that account also I have transferred to that account. So he said, I have never sent you such kind of email. Now they went to security expert, they went to police, then they investigated. That was a man in the middle attack. Third party gained the access on both email addresses, and that third party, that is predator, he wrote on behalf of the vendor. So this is called man in the middle attack, so which is very risky for any business. Now what happens, वो जो email address रहता है उसमें if you will see minutely, some slight change is there. Yeah, छोटा सा मे बी पॉइंट्स ऐड किया होता है, मे बी स्पेलिंग में एक कुछ तो नहीं होता. So which is very, very important, you have to, URL is very, very important. Man in the middle attack. Next is ransomware attack. Now again, ransomware attack is possible at personal level, at professional level also. ज़्यादातर ये personal level पे नहीं होता, obviously. It is happening with a big organizations. So a ransomware attack is a type of malicious software designed to block access to computer system until the sum of money is paid. So ransom is a specific type of malware that gathers and encrypts the data and devices on network, preventing user access. And user access is only restored if the hacker's demand are met, which most of often relate to paying some type of ransom. मराठीत आपण खंडणी म्हणतो बघा त्याला. Unfortunately, the payment does not always result in access, and even if companies pay the ransom, the hacker may refuse to unlock the device and amplifying the company's losses. Ransom attacks are the most likely to keep security engineers and administrators and other IT personnel awake at night, right? So what is happening in ransomware attack? The predator or the cyber criminal send some malware through the email. Okay, and once that malware will go in your system, they will just freeze your data. And once the data will be freezed, they will ask you for some ransom, and normally it will be in, they will demand in bitcoins. So ransomware attacks are increasing on a very large basis, and it is happening with a big organizations. Okay, I will give you one small example of at personal level also. So my friend got a ransomware attack. Actually, he got a mail that your account, we have freeze your account, and if you will give me 3000 rupees, then only I will relieve that data. Else I will tell your I will tell your wife that which movies you are watching on, or images you are watching online, right? So that was on a personal level. So you cannot say that ransomware attacks are happening only at the case of in the case of organizations, big organizations, right? So which is very very important. But ransomware attack, you have to be very careful. So whenever the email will come, so you have to check the first email address, then URL, then from which source the email has come. And if the mail is not from known person, so it is from unknown person, be careful when you are opening anything. And if you are open and if there is a link, so don't click on the link. So malware will get on your system and they may freeze your data. And if you will not pay the ransom, they will not unlock your data. They may sell your data in the market. So it is quite possible. So be aware about from the ransomware attacks. Man in the middle attack is also very very important. So that you have to be, now what you can do, you have to check the URL, you have to check the email addresses minutely, right? And you have to train your staff also, because every time you are not operating, so maybe your staff is operating anything. So which is very very important, you have to train your staff also, right? Next is phishing attack. Phishing attack is identity theft. Now, in phishing is a type of scam where criminals encourage targets via email or other online communication methods to perform a certain action. The action the target is encouraged to do may be anything from providing information about themselves to clicking on a link to download something. Once the target complete the action, or the originator of the scam can gain the access to private system or information. Now, phishing is possible at a personal level, at organizational level. Normally ऐसे होता है. See, cyber, like there are rules in the organization that you cannot check your social media account or open social media account in on office laptop. Yeah, so that is the rule. But still some employees or some people, they don't follow it, and they just open the social media account or their personal email addresses on the office laptop or office devices. So in this case, it may happen if you are opening any email from unknown person, and they have given you a link. It may happen with the help of message भी आ सकता है, WhatsApp through भी हो सकता है, ये email से भी हो सकता है, right? So if you are clicking on that link, obviously the moment you click on that link, your account will get hacked, and that predator will gain the access on your data. All the data will get shifted to him, or that predator. So this is phishing attack. That is also identity theft. Now what is happening, the attacker is stealing your credentials, right? So phishing attacks, n number of people are becoming victim in phishing attacks. अभी परसों ही मुझे फोन आया था. So see, I know that I'm spreading awareness, but still I was also scared. I got a call from BSNL and उन्होंने बोला आप आपने एक कंप्लेंट लॉन्च की थी, अब आपने जैसे कंप्लेंट लॉन्च की है, सो उसके हिसाब से अगर आपने नेक्स्ट स्टेप नहीं लिया तो हम आपका मोबाइल आपका कार्ड इमीडिएटली बंद कर देंगे हमेशा के लिए. तो आई वाज लाइक, सो आई वाज एक्चुअली सो स्कैर्ड कि मैंने व्हेन आई लॉन्च अ कंप्लेंट, मैंने कब कंप्लेंट की थी. देन आई सेड आई हैव नेवर फाइल अ कंप्लेंट. देन दैट पर्सन सेड नहीं नहीं आपने किया था, ये देखिए ये उसका आईडी है और आप आपकी कंप्लेंट अपने आपको वापस लेनी पड़ेगी. अगर आपने 5 मिनट में वापस नहीं ली तो हम लोग क्या करेंगे, नहीं ली तो हम आपका फोन बंद करवा लेंगे, आपका जो कार्ड है वो हमेशा के लिए बंद हो जाएगा. एंड देन वी कांट डू एनीथिंग, राइट. नाउ इन दिस केस एज अ कॉमन मैन, see that is the situation created by that predator, and at that time हम घबरा जाते हैं, we don't use logic, and we just he told me that ये ऐप है, आप ये लिंक पे क्लिक कीजिए, ये ऐप डाउनलोड होगा और फिर आप आपकी कंप्लेंट वापस ले सकते हो. Then I realized I have never done this before, so why should I click on that link? See, though I'm a IT expert or maybe I am a CA or anyone or a medical practitioner, ऐसे हो जाता है. So you have to be very careful. If you have not filed a complaint, why you are doing this? So use your logic, use your common sense, which is uncommon, right? सो कई बार हम ऐसे होता है कि हमें फोन आता है आपका ओटीपी शेयर कीजिए, और व्हेन वी आर इन अंडर अ प्रेशर और अंडर प्रेशर ऑफ वर्क एंड वी डू दिस मिस्टेक्स, वी डू टेल द ओटीपी नंबर्स एंड पासवर्ड्स टू एनीवन. वी डोंट थिंक कि किससे फोन आया है, कौन बात कर रहा है, राइट. सो यू हैव टू बी वेरी केयरफुल फ्रॉम फिशिंग अटैक्स. Now malware attacks. Malware attacks again are different. So malware quite literally means malicious software. These programs are specifically designed to be downloaded to computer without users knowledge, where the software can cause serious damage and data breaches. Now your data will get breached, okay, your data will get damaged. So there are many types of malwares are there, viruses are there, worms are there, spywares, keyloggers are there. So ये कब होता है, when you are connecting in public Wi-Fi. So public Wi-Fi means maybe airport, maybe railway station, maybe in a bus. हम अभी रिसोर्ट में जाएंगे दिवाली, like from 7 to 8 months we are, all of us are at home, right? So we are maybe you are, all of us, not all of us but so many of us are traveling to गोवा जाएंगे तो आपको वो लोग वाईफाई देंगे वो रिसोर्ट का, राइट. डोंट connect your e-devices to that public Wi-Fi. Please do use your data card, which is very very important. Why? Because security level is not there, security layer, good security layer will not be available, and n number of people are already connected where over there, so weak security layers are there. So hacking or keyloggers are quite possible. Please don't connect your e-devices to that public Wi-Fi, which is dangerous. उसमें normally if you will ask me secure कौन सा है, तो airport में जो है that is more secure. Then downloading free games again, which is very like dangerous. You have to be very careful when you are downloading any free games, okay. उससे malware attack नहीं हो रहा है ना, उससे कोई वायरस और worms मेरे सिस्टम में नहीं जाएगा ना. You have to be very careful. फ्री सॉफ्टवेयर होती है, when you are downloading anything free, which you have to be very careful. I don't say free नहीं मिलता, yeah, it is available, but you have to check the legality or authenticity of that software, right. Next is identity theft. You can say ATM frauds, right. So identity theft is a broad term that applies to any like anytime someone steals your personal information such as your social security number, SSN, then use it to create a new account, make or purchase, commit other frauds. Okay, normally ATM frauds जो होते हैं, if you will ask me, महाराष्ट्र one of the topmost states है इंडिया में जहाँ पे cyber crimes are increasing on a large basis, and at a globe India is one of the topmost countries in cyber crimes, and we don't want this number in the list. Okay, actually we don't want that number in the list of cyber crimes. So my say this awareness, trying to spread this awareness at each level, at students level, kids level, then senior citizens level and professionals level, right? So identity theft, everyone of us are becoming victim. So ATM frauds are increasing on a large basis. I will tell you, बहुत टाइम ऐसे होता है डेबिट कार्ड हमारे पास रहता है लेकिन फिर भी हमारे अकाउंट से पैसे जाते हैं. So many times it is happening. Maybe your social media account is getting hacked. Maybe you think that you have not shared your credentials with anyone, but I will first we will watch one video. It is related to ATM frauds. यहाँ पे क्या होता है? So the scheming machines are available. So the schemers are fitting that scheming machines in that ATM, and you need to identify that acha something is suspicious, something is different. So scheming machines जो होते हैं, so they can take the details of your card, but fraudulent क्या करता है that they will like they will put a CCTV, extra CCTV camera, so that they can get to know your pin also, right? So you have to be very careful when you are you are going in any ATM and you are getting the money from that. So my suggestion is always that you go to any ATM which is at visible place, right? You don't go to any ATM which is not in visible place. Then you have to check whether there is ventilation or not, then whether it is airy or not, then CCTV camera is working or not. देन यू कैन चेक आप लोग सीए हो, ऑडिट तो करते ही हो हमेशा, क्योंकि और कोई नहीं है इंडिया में जो ऑडिट करता है, लाइक लीगली दे गॉट दैट राइट. सो ऑडिट रिपोर्ट वहां पे पड़ा होता है, यू जस्ट गो थ्रू की ऑडिट का, दैट इज अ पब्लिक डॉक्यूमेंट. सो ऑडिट कब हुआ था, राइट? You have to check. There is only one CCTV camera. There is no another CCTV camera. Then जब हम कार्ड वहाँ पे रखते हैं, so which is when we put that card, कोई different suspicious नहीं लग रहा ना. And another thing, you have to always whenever you are in ATM, you have to check कोई देख नहीं रहा ना हमारा पिन. You can keep left hand side on like when we are typing your pin, which is very very important. तो ये scheming कैसे काम करता है, I will just give you show you one video. Just go through that video. 2 minutes. I'm just opening that.
On identity theft, a high-tech scam spreading around the world. On identity theft, a high-tech scam spreading around the world. Crooks easily copying the information from the magnetic strip on your credit or debit card to make counterfeit cards. It's called cloning. And even our reporter had no difficulty making cloned cards that worked. So with our series, Stealing You, here is Elizabeth Leamy.
While your ATM card is tucked right in your wallet, thieves could be cloning it and using it half a world away.
You kind of feel violated.
Gary Berkey of Wilmington, Delaware, discovered somebody was withdrawing money from his account at ATM machines in a part of Pennsylvania he had never even visited.
You don't want this kind of thing to happen to you.
How does it happen? One way, waiters copy your card information when you pay for your meal at a restaurant. Another way, criminals capture people's numbers by installing skimmer devices over the slot where you insert your card at an ATM machine. They use a hidden camera to record your PIN. This is actual footage from a crook's camera in Florida. The victim's PIN, 1426.
And when the consumer least expects it,
That's when they go in and hit the account.
We found the machines used to copy cards for sale right on the internet, even though there are very few legitimate uses for them. I bought one for about $500 and received the package in days. This is what we've been waiting for. We took the device to Chris O'Farrell, an ethical hacker for a computer company called Command Information.
Okay.
There you go. I hand my credit card over, and Chris swipes it so the machine can capture the information on the magnetic strip. With another swipe, he transfers my information to a blank card.
This now is a duplicate of your credit card and took 2 seconds. That's it. That's all there is.
We clone my ATM card too. The entire process takes less than 5 seconds. So we cloned my card. Now the question is, will this plain white card work? We're going to give it a try here at the gas pump. And sure enough, it went through. Next, we try out my cloned ATM card. And there it is, my balance. Authorities say this Bulgarian guy and his group pulled $200,000 out of a single cash machine.
It's totally unacceptable.
More than 65 other countries now use smart chip technology that makes card cloning almost impossible. But the US has stayed with magnetic strips to avoid the cost of converting ATMs. And that makes American cardholders targets. Elizabeth Leamy, ABC News.
Yeah. So you have seen how the scheming wishing takes place, right? So how the predators will fix the schemers in ATM. So I have already guided you what you can do when you are going in any ATM. And again, I will just remind you why we are becoming victim in all these cases, because we are keeping some loopholes, right? I still remember one case. मेरी MBA की student थी. It's a real life case. तो एक दिन second year में थी. So what happened? Obviously the college asked for pay the second year fees. So उसने मम्मी को बोला कि मम्मी I want to pay, I have to pay 50,000 rupees as a college fee. Then her mother was working in LIC. So she said, okay, I will transfer the money in your account and you pay by. She said, okay, no problem. After 2 days, mother said that I have already transferred the amount in your account, and what you can do, so you can just pay by check. So what she did, she just like she paid the check and uh, given to the college. And after 4 to 5 days she got a message that the check has bounced. So she was so frustrated, okay, because college admin called her and told her that how the check is bounced, so this is horrible. She went to home, and she obviously she literally she was like, "Ki, mother, what you have done, you have not transferred the amount in my account, and I have already paid by the check and my check has got bounced." Then mother showed her the book, and she said, see, passbook mein entry hai, I have already transferred the money in your account. Then she was so horrible. She was making a chaos, and she went to the bank, and she was just वो बहुत जोर जोर से चिल्ला रही थी. एंड शी वाज लाइक कि how it is possible my check got bounced. Then manager called her in the cabin, and manager asked, okay, शांत हो जाइए, what happened, tell me. Then she said, okay, my check has got bounced, but there was amount in the account I have personally saw. Then the manager asked, आपको manager obviously bank check what has happened. Then बैंक मैनेजर showed her that 25,000 की दो transactions हो चुकी है, इस ATM से पैसे निकाले हैं. She was like, how it is possible, I have not done anything. Then manager asked कि आपको किसी ने फोन किया था क्या, और OTP पूछा क्या. Then she realized, yes, I went with my friends for watching a movie, and in between I got a call. So that person was calling me continuously. So I talked to him, and he said, I am calling from a bank and I am updating the system, and अभी आपको OTP आया होगा, you just tell me the OTP. And I told him that it OTP. So I thought I am getting a call from bank, and it has happened 2 times. Then manager said, okay, that was a fraudster, that was a predator, he did it. So you have already lost 50,000. So your check got bounced. Okay. So this is identity theft, that criminals has stolen the credentials of the girl. So this is identity theft. Now it has happened in reselling a phone. I always tell you that never sell your phone in any of the मे बी लाइक OLX पे आप प्लीज मत सेल कीजिए. एक्सचेंज ऑफर अगर है तो भी फोन आपका प्लीज आप सेल आउट मत करो. आप शॉप में जाकर भी सेल आउट एक्सचेंज मत करो. अगर आपका फोन स्मार्टफोन खराब हो चुका है, कीप सेफली इन द कस्टडी. ओके. और आफ्टर सो मेनी इयर्स यू जस्ट काउंट हाउ मेनी phones you have used, which is safer. Because what can happen, though you are thinking that when at a time of selling my phone, I have washed out all my information, but it is not the thing. These criminals are very smart, highly intellectual, so they can obviously they can take your information back. Okay. So which is horrible, and they can do the identity theft by your name. Maybe you are not aware about all that things. ATM frauds, I already talk about ATM frauds. We have already seen one video on how ATM frauds are happening. And in Maharashtra, actually, some years back, Maharashtra was number one in cyber frauds, and ATM frauds were the highest in Maharashtra. So be careful. हमें बहुत time phone आते हैं. So and one second, another thing is when you are going in any ATM, right? Then फास्टैग की बहुत केसेस बढ़ गई है. फास्टैग के भी लाइक हम लोगों को दिख रहा है कि पैसे है, but actually there are no money in the account. So someone is stealing your credentials and doing cyber crimes. Another types of cyber crimes, Paytm frauds. Paytm frauds are increasing on a very large basis. I will tell you. अभी ये COVID-19 के बाद, like after March, ये केसेस हुई है. 70 years woman, she lost 1.5 lakh rupees from her account. Okay. So like उसमें उसकी केस में क्या हुआ था, she got a phone call that we are calling from Paytm, and your KYC details are not updated. We are sending you one link. You just click on a link, and then ये जो open होगा तो आपको OTP आएगा. You just share with us so that your KYC get completed, and then we will restart your Paytm. So she did. देन अनदर 20, ऑब्वियसली यहाँ पे जब वो होता है हर टाइम ऑब्वियसली देयर इज fraudulent me install team viewers. You are aware about this software. So once the team viewer will be uploaded on your e-device, so your screen will get shared. Yeah. So which is dangerous. 22 years girls, two girls were there. So they lost 1 lakh rupees from their account. Paytm से phone आया कि your Paytm is not working, we would like to help you. So again we are sending you a link. You just click on that link. ये जो app है ये Paytm ने अभी निकाला है. So it will never आप बीच बीच में जो प्रॉब्लम हो रही है वो कभी नहीं होगी. So that girl did that, and they both of them lost 1 lakh rupees. अभय की केस है. अभय के केस में ऐसे हुआ था, he was in the office, and her actually wife got a call, and her wife was a homemaker, and that person said we are calling from Paytm, and आपके जो हस्बैंड है उनकी KYC डिटेल्स कंप्लीटेड नहीं है, तो आप मुझे ये सब चीजें अगर बोल देगी तो उनके जो Paytm है वो एक्टिवेट हो जाएगा. But she didn't think about that she didn't call her husband also, right? And she share all the credentials of Abhay, and he lost 75,000 from his account. So Paytm frauds are there. You are CAs, you are like you know better than me about these frauds, financial frauds. Nigerian frauds. Oh, Nigerian frauds are increasing on a very large basis. See, baseline is that उसको 428 स्कैम भी बोलते हैं. सो उसमें क्या होता है, वी नीड टू यूज अवर कॉमन सेंस विच इज अनकॉमन. देन यू हैव टू थिंक लॉजिकली, एंड अगर if anyone is asking for money, you have to just ignore, okay? You don't react. Why we are becoming victim in Nigerian fraud, I will tell you. ICHR study says that 70% of Indian netizen who are connecting on internet, they are of emotional kind, and on 70%, and only 30% of are cruel minded. But if you will check in the globe, so in the globe only 30% of them are of emotional kind, and 70% of them netizen are of cruel minded, and every day they are thinking about a new idea for cybercrime. And in we are Indian, we are like by culture we are emotional. आपको याद होगा तो वो अभी केरला में हाथी की केस हुई थी ना, सो दैट प्रेग्नेंट हाथी थी वो, शी डाइड. किसी ने उस लाइक वो फटाके फूटे एंड शी डाइड. उसके बाद इतने सारे लाइक वी रिएक्टेड on internet, on social media, like emotionally, right? And we at that time we shared a lot of information about us, personal and sensitive personal information. उसमें एक केस हुई थी, मेरी बहन को ही फोन आया था. उन्होंने बोला था कि आपको पता ही है वो हाथी गुजर गई, शी वॉज प्रेग्नेंट. तो वो प्रेग्नेंट हाथियों के लिए हम एक फंड रेज कर रहे हैं. सो वी विल बी गिविंग दैट टू दैट माहूत जो थे, उनको हम देंगे. तो आर यू इंटरेस्टेड? और उसने उस ऑब्वियसली बहुत ज्यादा नहीं दिए, उसने 500 रुपीज दिए, बट शी डिपॉजिटेड. And there are so many individuals, maybe they have deposited, we are not aware about it. So when you are doing something, you have to think twice, thrice, four times, right, about it. Then one day I still remember, मेरे एक colleague है, उनको फोन आ रहा था बार बार. So that lady, she was saying that I'm from Nigeria, I'm very sick, and I want money, I want help from your side. And he was not aware that who is that lady. But after so many callings, finally he said, okay, I will help you. And what he did, for in the first transaction, he transferred 5 lakh rupees on her account. And she said that I will pay with commission. And she also gave some reference from Indian embassy and person from India. He talked to that person also, right? And second time उन्होंने बोला आरबीआई में आपको अकाउंट ओपन करना है, क्योंकि ये पैसे नाइजीरिया से आने वाले, तो आपको वहां ही अकाउंट पे पैसा मिलेगा. सो आरबीआई में उन्होंने अकाउंट ओपन किया. फिर आरबीआई ने बोला कि आपको ऑब्वियसली यू हैव टू कीप सम बैलेंस, सो यू हैव टू पे 50,000 rupees. So he paid 50,000 more. And after that, he saw that there was no RBI account. There was that lady's call was switch off. वो जो इंडियन एम्बेसी का पर्सन था, इंडिया का एक पर्सन था, सबके फोन स्विच ऑफ लग रहे थे. सो नो, नथिंग वाज हैपनिंग. सो दिस इज नाइजीरियन फ्रॉड. आई विल गिव यू वन मोर एग्जांपल. ये अभी रिसेंटली एक महीने की बात है. आज भी पेपर में बहुत कुछ आया है. So actually the case has happened in Karve Nagar area in Pune. Maybe you are aware about Karve Nagar area. So that lady has an office of syntax stacking. Yeah. So what happened actually? Army person, so person in army dress, so he came and he said I wanted 100 syntax taki, so I will pay with. अभी आज ही similar case मैंने पढ़ी है, like I don't remember महाराष्ट्र टाइम्स में या सकार में या इंडियन टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया में, but there was a news. So he said, I wanted 100 takis. I will pay only with by GPay. And no one in the office was having Google Pay. So the owner said, my husband is having GPay. You can transfer the amount to him. And she called the husband and she said that I will pay you. No, you will get a call from that army man and you do whatever he is saying. So there was no communication gap was there, and that husband was a trainer. Okay, so what happened, uh, he was getting continuous calls from that person, and he was in a hurry, he was in between of something, and that army man said that I'm not getting your number in on GPay. You pay 5,000 rupees to me and I will pay, like once I will get, I will pay your money and plus that amount of that business whatever has decided in between us. He said okay, because her like wife said ki do whatever he is saying. So he was in mid of something and he transferred 5,000 rupees to that person, and after that he forgot everything and he didn't check anything. And at night when both of them met, she said aapko paisa aa gaya kya? He said which like I will check. And he checked, he didn't get anything but 5,000 he lost. And वो आर्मी का जो बंदा था उसका नंबर नहीं लग रहा था, कुछ भी नहीं। एंड वहां से वो सिंटेक्स की 100 कॉपीज उठा के लेके गया था। सो दैट हैज हैपेंड। नाइजीरियन फ्रॉड्स, यू हैव टू बी वेरी केयरफुल। मैट्रोमोनी के भी बहुत केसेस बढ़ रहे हैं आजकल नाइजीरियन फ्रॉड्स में, राइट? एंड इफ यू आर हैविंग अ बिजनेस, यू ओन अ बिजनेस, अगेन नाइजीरियन फ्रॉड्स आर इंक्रीजिंग, पीपल आर मेकिंग यू फूल, be careful about it, right? Facebook frauds are increasing on a very large basis online अभी की वजह से, like instead of advertisement in social, like in physically, social media is better and cheaper. So again Facebook frauds are increasing on a very large basis. So maybe you are having your own web page, maybe website, or maybe Facebook page. So Facebook frauds are very like they are increasing on a very large basis. People are making you fool also. I still remember my friend purchased, like actually she said that there was advertisement and that lady was selling saris, and she paid 10,000 rupees and she was waiting for that saris, but that saris never came. वो जो पेज था वो भी गायब हो गया, वो जो लेडी थी उसका नंबर नहीं लग रहा था. So Facebook frauds are increasing. You need to be very careful about Facebook settings also, right? So अभी ये लोग ना 1.5% को भी नहीं छोड़ रहे. मैं आपको like I will share with you, like see a person, अगर कोई गुजर जाता है, so what you will do in physical world, in real world, उसकी उनकी जो asset होती है वो हम disburse करते हैं, right? But we are not careful about his or her online like online data, online accounts. So Facebook has given you wonderful setting. So if I will not be there, then who will take care of my social media accounts? So you can mention the legitimate person, okay, and that person can send a mail to Facebook and he only can access your personal that data, right? So ये लोग उसकी भी चैरिटी बनाते हैं और उनके अकाउंट से फ्रॉड करते हैं, so which is happening. Then all of your CS, I'm aware that you are dealing in finance. Financial services are very important for you. So we talk about cyber hygiene, right? So these are the cyber hygiene you have to follow, and you have to talk to your customers also about it. So when you are doing online transactions, never disclose your net banking password, OTP, ATM, or phone banking pin, CVV number, expiry date to anyone, even if they claim to be from bank. Also, never respond to mails asking about the details, right? Then always use the virtual keyboard. while logging into online banking services. This is specially adhere into in the case you need to access net banking, right? So keyboards होते हैं ना, virtual keyboards होते हैं. So please use that, which is very important. Don't make financial transaction over shared public computers. आप फ्रेंड के घर गए हो, आप पब्लिक वाईफाई पे कनेक्ट किए हो, so don't do any financial transactions, because in digital identity history is getting created, and it is like it is recorded somewhere, so you have to be very careful. Then always delete the browsing data of your web browser. This is very important. Okay, then log in and view your bank account activity regularly to make sure that there is no unexpected transactions. Okay, then keep your bank's customer care number handy, so that you can report any suspicious or unauthorized transactions on your account immediately. See, हमारे पापा मम्मी जो होते हैं, so हर time they are going in the bank for वो क्या बोलते हैं कि पासबुक भरने के लिए जाता हूँ, एंड वी आर जस्ट लाफिंग, बट that practice is very good. But nowadays what you can do, so you may have online passbook, so you have to check after every week or weekend pay. You need to check the transactions, all the activities. And if you think any like if you see anything is suspicious, immediately talk to bank's customer care number, right? Then change your pin number regularly. जैसे मैंने आपको बोला password you have to change, you need to change your pin number also. Then take extra precaution while typing your password or pin. Okay, so आप लेफ्ट हैंड से कवर कीजिए जब आप एटीएम में जाते हो, so that no one will see your pin or it will not get catch in CCTV footage. Then register your personal phone number with your bank and subscribe to mobile notification. It will be very like it is very important for all of us, क्योंकि हम हमेशा फिजिकल लाइफ में पासबुक भरने के लिए नहीं जाते. So this is important. Then keep an eye on, and like you are doing lots of you may have lots of things in financial, so you have to be very careful. Keep an eye on people around you while transacting at ATM. Then it is necessary that you keep your pin secret and close your transaction completely before walking away from ATM machine. That is also important, and people don't do, believe me. Then fraudulence may call your family members posing as hospital staff. Ye actually that incident has happened with my friend. She got a call from one person that your father met with an accident, and he is in the hospital, and there is immediate operation suggested by the doctor. So you for what you do, you send me the money on this number, or online you transfer the money. We will start the operation and then you can come. So at that time the situation is like that, we are frustrated, we are into tension under some pressure, and we do it. So be careful that you have to ask acha hospital kaun sa hai? I will come in person, and me in that time you please deposit the money, you can tell. So please be careful. Then check for latest updates of your smartphone's operating system if you are using your mobile phone for online banking, right? Then do install antivirus as well as keep it up to date by enabling automatic update features. Antivirus सिर्फ आपको लैपटॉप पे इंस्टॉल नहीं करना है. You have to install it on your mobiles and your desktop too. Always ignore an advertisement if it claims that you can earn money with a little or no work. एक लक्षात घ्या, जगात कुठलीच गोष्ट फुकट मिळत नसते, right? So be careful. Then always use familiar websites for online shopping rather than shopping by searching products. Normally, what people do, if I want to purchase a chair, so I will put the product and then I will get the websites. Instead of that, go on an authenticated website and then purchase the thing, right? Now, if you will become a victim, any cybercrime, any case, so what you can do? So you can go on cyber. There are two options. First, please see to it. First, you can go in nearest police station. You have to file FIR, and you can give that copy to cyber cell or and your bank also. Or if you don't want to go, what you can do, you have to log in on in https:/cybercrime.gov.in. That is the national portal created by central government of India, and you have to register your cybercrime. Again, there are two like it is divided into two parts. One part is for children and ladies, like women, and another is cyber crimes. So you can file your case, then you will get the ID number, and in that portal they have mentioned the details about your nodal officer. So you can mail that to the nodal officer. Nodal officer has to take care of this because they are uh, they have to they are responsible for to that to central government of India. So they will take care, they will start the investigation. You can forward the copy of complaint to nodal officers. Maharashtra government has also the portal, and अभी सबसे simple क्या है, Maharashtra government they have their own Twitter account. So you can just tweet on to Maharashtra police. So they will take care, they will reply immediately. Pune police, they have also their tweet. So you can tweet Pune police also, like if it has happened in Pune, right? Now normally people ask me that these are the some questions, that connecting to free Wi-Fi hotspot is safer or not. Yeah. So I have answered this question, that whenever you are going any public place, say resort में जाते हो आप, नहीं तो आप पुलिस स्टेशन पे हो, रेलवे स्टेशन पे, या आप स्वारगेट में हो यहाँ पे. So the facility is already created that you can connect your e-device to hotspot, right? That is a Wi-Fi. You will get that password. So connecting free Wi-Fi hotspot is not safe always, obviously, because n number of e-devices are already connected. The layer of security is less. So keyloggers, maybe the predators have already spotted the keyloggers, and where they can they can control the your on your e-devices, which is horrible, not recommended. So whenever you are going out, use your data card. Then what is the responsibility of WhatsApp admin? So now you are already aware that पहले क्या होता था, if व्हाट्सएप पे कोई फ्रॉड या फेक न्यूज शेयर की जाती थी, so police cops used to call admin first. Yeah. So now it has changed. So WhatsApp admin is not responsible, it is like intermediary. Yeah. Are you aware about IT Act ने 2011 के rules में three things they have told us? One is intermediary, second is sensitive personal data, and third, obviously, which is very very important, and third is IT security, reasonable security practices. So these three things are very very important. Intermediary के बारे में 43A and 72A section जो है IT Act का, which is very very important. See, we are talking WhatsApp admin के लिए मैंने I just thought about to share with you. तो इंटरमीडियरी जो थी, तो पहले कुछ भी हो जाता था, लाइक इंटरनेट इंटरमीडियरी माने इंटरनेट सर्विस प्रोवाइडर्स, so telephone operators, actually anyone who is keeping the personal data of the customers, holding the data of the customer is called intermediary. So maybe organizations are intermediary, banks are intermediary, hospitals are intermediary. So अगर कुछ अटैक हो जाता था, intermediary were the responsible, but because of change, so intermediary, if they are responding, they are helping you according to your investigation, they are not responsible. But they are not giving you like they are not helping you, then they will be responsible, right? So intermediary, role of intermediary is very very important. You can go through the details given in IT Act Rules 2011. Second, they have also like defined the sensitive personal data. Again, there is a difference between personal data and sensitive personal data. So you should not share your personal sensitive personal data with anybody. And if you are the intermediary, then you have to, before you have if when you want to share that data with anyone, you have to take the permission of that person. Yeah, if it you are using for some legal purpose, then it's okay, else you cannot share. And next is reasonable security practices, which is very very important, mandatory according to IT Act 2000. So every organization has to use reasonable security practices. They have to frame IT security policies for every organization. It is mandatory, but I don't know whether you are aware about it or not. But IT security policies, framing IT security policy is mandatory according to IT Act. Okay, so like let's come back to the third point. Do you think that online shopping is secured? So, do you think? Can you answer? Yeah, some you can unmute and you can tell me. What do you think? Online shopping is secured or not? Yeah, no one. Okay, so online shopping is not always secure. So you have to be very careful when you are shopping online. You have to you have to check the legacy and authenticity of the website when you are going online, you are shopping online. I will cover this point later on. Now, cyber threats while using social media platforms. All of us we have like the use of social media has increased on a very large basis during lockdown period. Now, because like the kids, the senior citizens and professional, every one of us, we are becoming victim in this social media. So there are threats. Cyber grooming has increased a lot. Now, what is happening in cyber grooming? So that predator will make the friendship with you. Then आपका interest अच्छा है, मेरा interest अच्छा है, okay. So they will gain a trust. So it is happening in case of teenagers normally. And the moment comes where the teenager will not listen to the parents. The teenagers will predators and they will share everything. Okay, so आपका business like it is not the thing that only you are sharing the information, but maybe it may be possible that your kids are may share any of business information or personal credential or sensitive personal data of your family with the predators. So you have to stop your kids from all these activities also, right? So first, as a businessman, as a human being, you have to make aware your kids about it. I don't say that teenagers only. So मिनी केजीज के बच्चों को भी हम सिखा सकते हैं, बिकॉज वी आर नर्चरिंग अवर किड्स व्हेन दे आर वेरी स्मॉल. So we teach them signals, or we teach them money when they are very small, right? Just like that, we need to like we need to train them. If you cannot train them, I will train them, right? I have a number of like 20 modules ready for teenagers. Second is fishing. So phishing, already I told you, it is happening through emails, then your messages or WhatsApp. So the moment you will click on that link, your data will get hacked. Cyberbullying is possible in case of teenagers, and cyber stalking is possible in case of adults. uh, कई married like women and unmarried women are becoming victim in cyber stalking, where the predator is spying on you. They are threatening you. They are spreading false statement against you. They are spreading rumors against you. It will definitely affect on your business or your profit. So you be careful. So when you are accepting friendship from anyone in case of bullying or stalking, so be careful when you are accepting a friendship from anyone. you have to revisit your friend list, okay, and you have to delete the name of a person if you don't know that person in real world, right? So that this is the precaution. Then you have to be thorough with the settings of social media. If you don't know, please go through, you have to, else you cannot you will become victim in cyber cases. Cyber pornography has increasing on a very large basis. Definitely it will be affecting on your reputation also. So again, grooming will happen, and then the predator will tell that to share different images or videos from your house, or maybe he will tell you to support that image which he has shared. So cyber pornography it has increased on a very large basis. uh, आपको दृश्य मूवी याद है? साइबर पोर्नोग्राफी केसेस, तो वो अजय देवगन की लड़की को वो थ्रेटन कर रहा था, सो दैट इज पोर्नोग्राफी. So next is Facebook frauds. So again, we have discussed about Facebook frauds with you. Now cyber hygiene. Now obviously in real life we have personal hygiene, just like that in cyber world there is a cyber hygiene. Hygiene mane kya? So you have to follow everything. In personal hygiene, we brush our teeth, we take a bath, right? And this is our habit, we had make it habit. So अगर वो नहीं किया तो we will feel guilty. Just like that, cyber hygiene is mandatory, and make a habit of it. And if you will make a habit of cyber hygiene, 80% are the chances you will keep yourself like protected from these cyber crimes, right? So cyber hygiene means the practices and steps that the user of computer or other devices take to maintain the system health and improve online security. Part of your routine to ensure the safety of identity and other details that could be stolen or corrupted, and should be regularly conducted to ward off the natural deterioration and common threats. Now, in case of cyber hygiene, what you need to do: install reputable antivirus, yeah, on your every e-devices and malware and software. Educate your staff. Now you are working, and maybe 10 or 20 staff is there under you. So एकाच्या स्टाफच्या जरी चुकीमुळे काही झालं, then you whole of your business will suffer. So मला फक्त माहिती आहे, I am aware about all these things, so that is not sufficient. You need to educate your staff regarding all these security aspects and about the cyber crimes, right? So this is your responsibility. Next, identify potential gaps. So if I'm talking about potential gaps, so my antivirus is not updated, it is expired, that is a potential gap. Maybe firewall is not installed, that is a potential gap. So identify potential gap and work on it. Next is set a strong password. Financial agar things are there, then set a strong password. Change it after every 15 days. Don't share it with anyone. Then update software regularly. You have to update your software regularly. Auto updated updates भी आते हैं, देखो. Every time you we just ignore और next time ऐसे करते हैं. So don't do that. आपकी सिस्टम जो है आपका मोबाइल के सॉफ्टवेयर से वो अपडेट करो, आप अपडेट कीजिए. That is important. Next, use network firewalls. You have to install firewalls in the organization basis when lots of data will be there. So which is again very important. These are this is cyber hygiene. And make a habit. एंटीवायरस आज इंस्टॉल किया है, उसका एक्सपायरी डेट क्या है, सो कैलेंडर में लिख के रखो. सो व्हाट आई वांटेड टू टेल यू, यू मेक अ कैलेंडर. हम वीक का या मंथली कैलेंडर लिखते हैं, या सो वी आर प्लानिंग अवर थिंग्स इन एडवांस. जस्ट लाइक दैट साइबर हाइजीन का भी कैलेंडर करो, जनवरी टू दिसंबर, या, एंड यू राइट डाउन एवरीथिंग. सो इफ यू डोंट नो, आई विल हेल्प यू टू प्रिपेयर इट, विच इज़ वेरी इम्पॉर्टेंट. हम बिजनेस के लिए भी, एडवर्टाइजमेंट के लिए, यू मे बी यू आर like you are planning something next one month में अच्छा ये है तो हमें ये शेयर करना है. So just like that साइबर हाइजीन का भी कैलेंडर आप करके रखो, right? Next is be aware of suspicious emails, apps, or websites. Again, which is very, very important. Then keep incident response plan ready. So I will give you one example. बच्चा अगर गिर जाता है, right? So we keep first aid box ready with us. Just like that, you have to keep your incident response plan ready. If you will become victim in any of cyber case, so you need, अभी हमने देखा ना, बैंक का कस्टमर केयर नंबर हैंडी रखो, नियरेस्ट पुलिस स्टेशन का नंबर हैंडी रखो, ये जो मैंने अभी आपको वेबसाइट बताया, पोर्टल बताया, नेशनल पोर्टल, वो हैंडी रखो, साइबर सिक्योरिटी एक्सपर्ट हैंडी रखो, आपका जो आईटी जो मैनेज करता है, पूरी सिस्टम आपकी मैनेज करता है, उसका नंबर, उसका ईमेल एड्रेस हैंडी रखो. सो दैट इज इंसिडेंस रिस्पॉन्स प्लान, राइट? Next is attach digital signature for e-contracts. Now your CAs, you are professionals. I am like, I hope you are you are already using digital signatures, but please make it sure that you are attaching your digital signature for e-contracts and you are using digital signatures. Please, if you are not using, start using it, which is very, very important, and in future it will help you a lot. So it is not like you have to purchase it, right? And it is not that much costly, you can afford it. Next is secure your router. So when I'm saying secure your router means आप clean नहीं करना है. Physical world में yes, clean the router every day. But when I'm talking about the cyber world, you have to change the pin of your router like periodically. Second, आप सोते हो तो राउटर बंद करके रखो. आप जब ऑफिस में नहीं है हो तो राउटर बंद करो, right? So this is very important, and you have to switch it on when you are using it. So जो ये cyber attacks है वो कम हो जाएंगे. Next, how to check the legacy and authenticity of a website. Now, this is very important because everything we are purchasing, from pin to like everything we are purchasing online, general store, then domestic material, then shopping, everything we are doing online, right? Now we are habitual of these things. So first you need to understand जो वेबसाइट मैं एक्सेस कर रहा हूँ या एक्सेस कर रही हूँ, whether it is legal and authenticated or not. So be careful. So HTTPS. So you have to, when you are logging, you are opening any website, you have to check that HTTPS. S stands for security. So S है या नहीं, you वो check कीजिए एक बार. Next is that lock. So that lock should be locked, it should not be open, right? And again, if you need to check, you can right click on that lock and you can check the certificate of that website. Next, अगर फिर भी आपको प्रॉब्लम है, if you are not sure about the legacy and authenticity of a website, what you can do, you can go on whois.domaintools.com, where you can paste the URL of that website. Then you will get the details of that website. Then you will understand whether that website is fake or not, authenticated or not. Next is, all of us are using social media on a very large basis. So when we are using or surfing on social media, there are some important things we need to understand. This is a to-do list, okay? So take a responsibility for your online communication, which is very, very important. Next, forward information or post only after verifying the source and contents. Fakes, fraud news, please share mat kijiye, right? Avoid sharing posts that are offensive or obscene. Then stranger is danger. Always remember, stranger is danger. Revisit your website, revisit your friend list, right? If you are going through something similar, don't hesitate to report such profiles. Then potential risk associated with online gaming. Online gaming के लिए एक बहुत बड़ा सेशन हो सकता है. So when you are playing online game or your kids are playing online game, maybe make it sure that they are not playing on your official desktop or laptop, and keep a different email address for online gaming, so that your though the that website that email will get hacked, so your data will get saved. Okay, तो एक फैमिली अगर खेलती है ऑनलाइन गेम्स, तो उसके लिए एक अलग ईमेल एड्रेस आप क्रिएट कर सकते हो. Then know how to respond to online challenges, which is very important. Then offline etiquettes are also online etiquettes. Yeah, be careful. So offline etiquettes जो हम बच्चों को सिखाते हैं, हम follow करते हैं in the community, everything is applicable in online also. Then periodical digital detoxing is very very important, right? नेक्स्ट अभी सिलेबस है वो चेंज हो गया है ऑलरेडी. द बिग चैलेंज वी हैव एक्सेप्टेड एंड वी आर सक्सेसफुली डूइंग दिस. नाउ सिलेबस में अगर सीखना है तो क्या क्या सीखना है हमें? डिजिटल कम्युनिकेशन, डिजिटल सिटीजनशिप, डिजिटल वेलनेस, डिजिटल लॉ, डिजिटल सिक्योरिटी, डिजिटल राइट्स, डिजिटल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज, freedom, digital health, digital commerce, e-commerce, in-depth e-commerce, then digital access and digital etiquettes we need to learn. So that will be a next syllabus. Then cyber hygiene on social media. Again, social media हम बहुत use करते हैं, so we need to be careful. So limit the amount of personal information you post on social media. Don't share your birth date. Why you are sharing birth date? Then your know house, where you are. Then you don't switch like off your location. तो आप जो शेयर करते हो पर्सनल इंफॉर्मेशन, वो आप लिमिट में रखो. Like if you want it at a public platform, so anyone can see, anyone can read, and they may take undue advantage. Be careful. Then remember that the internet is a public resource, public platform. जो आप शेयर करते हो, million of people they are watching. So be careful. Be careful from strangers. Stranger is danger. Refrain from sharing your location. Yeah, location off करके रखिए. Evaluate your settings. If you don't know, please learn it from somebody. And settings अच्छे से करो. Check privacy policies every time. Whenever you are downloading any app, you are e-contract बोलते हैं हम इसको, right? It is a type of e-contract. आपको ये लैंग्वेज समझ में आएगी ज्यादा, सीए लोग हो आप. सो आप हम फेसबुक को भी अकाउंट ओपन करते हैं, जस्ट टिक 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 करते हैं, ओके ओके बोलते हैं, दैट्स इट, राइट? वी डोंट डू एनीथिंग. Then shut down accounts you don't need and don't open new accounts unless absolutely necessary, right? Then secure your online presence just like you secure yourself, which is very very important. When you are sharing any image, video, be careful, and you have to see you are professional, so you have to be very, professionalism is very important, because people are watching you, spying on you, and judging you through social media also. I am HR expert. बच्चे को हम लाइक बच्चा अगर कोई कंपनी ज्वाइन करता है, तो आजकल हम उनके इंटरव्यूज तो लेते ही है, बट वी चेक देयर सोशल मीडिया अकाउंट्स, ऑल द सोशल मीडिया अकाउंट्स. एंड अगर हमें कहीं सस्पिशियस दिखता है, दो ही इज पास इन द इंटरव्यू, एवरीथिंग इज गुड, so we may reject at that point because its social status is not good, right? So like social status अपने को बहुत अच्छे से संभालना है. Then be mindful of your appearance on video chat, video calls. Don't use smartphones for taking sensitive personal photos and videos. Protect yourself from cyber stalking. Be aware of fake social media accounts. Not all the accounts are real, and not all the information provided on accounts are true, because the person to whom we are talking may not be the same person. Be cautious with sensitive browsing. uh, okay, deleted data on your communication devices can be recovered, so be careful. मैंने already आपको बताया है. If you are want to sell your smartphone, then the predator can recover the data. right? And they can do identity theft by your name. Then be careful while you give your mobile device or PCs for servicing or repairing and selling. Yeah, and overall cyber hygiene, install antivirus and malware, use network firewalls, update softwares regularly, set strong passwords, use multi step authentication, take a backup of your data regularly. Oh, I lost my data. Don't do this, right? टेक अ बैकअप क्लाउड पे रखो आप नहीं तो पेन ड्राइव में रखो कहीं पे भी रखो बट बी केयरफुल एंड कीप योर हार्ड ड्राइव क्लीन नाउ हार्ड ड्राइव क्लीन माने अनवांटेड फाइल्स जो होते हैं फोल्डर्स जो होते हैं सो प्लीज डिलीट इट which is very very important. You have to delete it. Then secure your router. You have to secure your router. I already told you about it. Keep your incident response plan ready and educate everyone. See, if I am aware about it, it is not sufficient because the business, in your business n number of people are involved. And अगर आपके typist ने भी गलती की या PA ने गलती की, so it will like you all of your business will get suffered. So educate everyone and make cyber hygiene as a part of your routine, which is very very important. Cyber security posture. So you are a businessman, you are professionals, so you should be aware about cyber security posture. So हमारा जो posture physical world में देखो मुझे ऐसे बैठना है, right? Posture should be very clear. Just like that, cyber security के लिए हर टाइप हर जगह आपकी सिक्योरिटी टाइट रहनी चाहिए. वेबसाइट, ईमेल, whatever you sharing your data. So the cybersecurity posture of an organization refers its overall security strength. This expresses the relative security of your IT estate, particularly as IT relates to the internet and its vulnerability to outside threats. I told you IT security policy is mandatory for every organization. If you have the employee or you are the employee, then be aware about the guidelines and policies set by your employer. Treat the organization as your family, and keep all your e-devices in a safe custody. Yeah. Then follow the rules and regulations set by your employer. If you identify any suspicious action, directly contact to your supervisor. Educate your colleagues about cybercrime and cyber security. You have to protect yourself and your organization from vulnerabilities. So if you will become victim in that, take the help from your IT department, okay, who is controlling your system. Keep a clear understanding of amount of data you have used and what it is used for. Then limit administrative capabilities and train the employees to recognize phishing attacks. Then encrypt your business data so it's useless if it falls into wrong hand, right? So encryption decryption वो थोड़ा सा पढ़ लीजिए. Conduct employee background check to know exactly who is working with for you. I told you background checkup. आजकल HR बहुत उस पे stress देती है, right? Pass all the emails through a secured gateway to reduce the mistakes. Update security software patches regularly, right? And use multi-factor authentication to prevent unauthorized access to your network. Use strong passwords. Invest in cybersecurity insurance because no one immunity from cyber attacks, because nothing is safe. जो CERT है, Indian Computer Emergency Response Team, which is a nodal agency of government of India, they have already made us aware that nothing is safe. See, benefits है लेकिन negative points भी बहुत हैं. Be careful. एक last video दिखाएंगे and I will stop my presentation. So this is beautiful video I got to know. So just go through. I'm sharing with you. Let me open it. Yeah. Just read it. There is no music. So this was the gist of my session. So thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Ma'am, there are some questions. If time allows, तो आप आंसर कीजिएगा.
Mhm.
Ma'am, first question is from Kiran. Recently, there was a ransomware attack on a imminent company like Dr. Reddy's lab. How
Reddy's lab,
to,
right?
they have to keep their plants closed for 4 days. What happened next? Have any idea about it?
No, actually no.
Okay.
Yeah, cyber security expert. I think he had joined. Amit, are you there? Yeah. No, he's not there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Next question. Can you throw some light on legal standpoint of the following: cloud storage security, and second, in case of compromise of data, the legal standpoint of CA professional, as these data centers are also not situated in India normally. So, will there be any legal remedy?
Now you are aware about data policy, so it is in process. Yeah. So in India, this law has into it is in process. But yes, definitely, if you will there will be compromise of data, you can take the help of from cyber law expert, cyber security expert, police. They can help you. Definitely, they will help you. Cloud storage security 1 hour session, I would like to give you. Yeah.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Next question, ma'am. Whether keeping data with cloud provided with mails is safe?
No, I think normally all of us are doing the same thing. We are keeping our data in cloud, right? And again, I will tell you that CERT, Computer Emergency Response Team, so they have already made us aware that nothing is safe. So I cannot give you guarantee 100% that it is safe.
Okay, ma'am. That's all the questions.
Yeah.
Moving further for the formal vote of thanks.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Deepti ma'am, for this wonderful session. Talking about this session, you started it with very basics, made us familiar with the term netizen. अब तक तो
Yes.
हमें इतना ही पता था कि हम सिटीजन है. आज तो आपने नेटिजन से भी इंट्रोड्यूस कर रख दिया. And you also explain types of cyber crimes with beautiful video examples. And yes, your PPT was also nice. You also thrown some light on cyber threat, cyber hygiene. And moving further, I hope everyone here also found it helpful and interesting. Thank you so much everyone for joining this session, and thank you so much, Deepti ma'am. Hope to see you in the upcoming sessions also. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. I really enjoyed. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Definitely, you can contact me in person if you have any problems, any questions. Thank you. Thanks a
Yes.
lot. Yeah. Bye bye.